Hello beautiful people and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Oge. Thank you for being with me here. If you are returning, thank you. You are the best. So I wanted to do a Q&A video, so I thought to collect questions from my Instagram page. I honestly was not expecting to get questions like that because my Instagram following is very, very small. I just have, I think, about 700 people. And so I wasn't expecting so much questions. In fact, I wasn't expecting any questions at all. But surprisingly, I got a few questions. And so I'll be answering those questions today in this video. If you're not following me on Instagram, please help my ministry and follow me on Instagram. I look like I'm an important somebody, you know. So the Q&A I had said it should cover areas of living, schooling and working here in Germany. So let's get into it. The first question is, it says, can I play football while studying in Germany? I think someone has asked this question before in one of my videos. I'm not even sure if I'm not sure what I responded then, but yeah, someone has asked this question before. Now, I'm not very sure about the whole rules with football. I know football, the association, they have their own rules and all of that. I don't know how that works, but I know that once you are schooling here in Germany, you can do a whole lot of other things, and I believe strongly that playing football can be one of them, you know, because I don't know the hours, you know, that it takes and all of that and how that affects the whole German law. I know I'm not very sure. I won't tell you what I don't know, but I know for a fact that if you're here schooling, you can do other things because the university students do other things. They play sports, they work, you know, and all of that. So I believe, yes, you should be able to play football and study at the same time. Very possible. Okay, the next thing is, person say, what exactly is, wait, let me read it again. What exactly is this whole blocked account thing? Okay, so I've talked about blocked accounts so many times in so many of my videos about studying here in Germany. So blocked account basically is an account that you open that is blocked, meaning you can't access the money that is being put into the account until you get here and unblock it. So usually the money in the blocked account is about 10,320 euros and some change. And also you get the accurate or the current price when you are applying for your visa. That's the money that you are supposed to show the visa office to prove that you have the funds to take care of yourself here in Germany. So basically, blocked account is funding, and it's in the account that you cannot access until you get here. Now, if it happens that you are not able to get here anymore, you can apply to get the money back. They're not going to take your money and run away. Don't worry, in case you're thinking about that. The money is safe. Okay, next question is, I applied for my visa in November, but I have not gotten an appointment. How long does it take to get a visa appointment? Okay, so usually it's not supposed to take so long to get a visa appointment. At least when I applied for a visa appointment, when I went to the site and filled the form and all that, I got a date like the next day. But no, not the date. The date was not the next day. I mean, I got a response for the date the next day, and my date was, I think, 2 or 3 weeks after the day I had applied. So it was really quick, but that was then when we didn't have the situation we have now. Right now, there's so many people waiting to be given appointment, and this happened because of the whole situation we have right now in the whole world. You know, and all from 2019, I think, towards the ending of 2019 to 2020, I know it's been really crazy getting visa appointments. So usually now, not usually, but now the current situation, the waiting time is a lot longer. Some people, I learned, wait up to 6 months, 1 year. So my dear, just relax. You're going to get feedback, I believe. If you think you will be missing your deadline for resumption and all, I think you should begin to consider doing maybe to defer your admission, possibly, So if they give you a deferred admission, you can use that while you are, once you get a date, you can use that for your interview. However, just keep your fingers crossed. I'm sure you get feedback as soon as possible. I'm really sorry for all the emotional stress. I can imagine you'll be really stressed because you really want to resume school and all. But yeah, that's the situation we find ourselves in now. Okay, so someone said, can I come with my family to study? Okay, so a study visa does not cover your family. Yeah, a study visa does not cover your family, so you would have to come first. So I imagine that you're a husband who wants to come with the wife, or a wife who wants to come with the husband. This is just me assuming. Yeah, you would have to come first to study, and then probably do a family reunion. Now that family reunion, you are expected to be earning a certain amount of money. So I don't imagine that as a student you'll be able to be earning that much. So it's a bit tricky with studying, coming to study and trying to get your family over. However, if you're like a PhD students, they're already earning like a substantial sum, the procedure is a lot easier, I would believe, because you have the funds to support your family coming to join you. But ordinarily, a student visa does not cover for your family. It covers for just you. So in my opinion, and the family reunion process takes some time, So if I'm to give my own personal opinion or my personal advice, if it's just you and your wife, yeah, I would say your wife should just also apply to study as well. So both of you can just come as students peacefully. You are not going, nobody is doing, you are showing so amount of plenty big money. So yeah, of course you're going to need to show your blocked account for your studying and all. But I think the procedure is easier and quicker for studying than for family reunion. That's my personal opinion. It's not any professional opinion or something from the government or anything. That's my own personal opinion. But yeah, your student visa does not cover for your family. Okay. Somebody said, why are you so beautiful? Thank you. I know the person that sent this one. But yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm eating my husband's money, that's why. Okay, another question is that this person said, my question is about racism. How racist are Germans? Okay, so I'm going to speak from my own personal experience. Yeah, personally, I haven't experienced like racism in that sense of it. I haven't experienced it personally. However, I do understand that everyone has a bias. So, for example, me as a black person, as a Nigerian, not just a black person, when I go to a gathering, I would naturally gravitate towards Africans. So for example, if I'm in a gathering of people, once I see an African, I almost feel like a connection to that person, I almost want to go talk to the person. And if the person turns out to be Nigerian, even much better. So I believe that naturally, we all have this bias towards what is familiar, what we're familiar with, and also it is possible that in an environment, a lot of people, maybe your classmates and all, they might just generally gravitate towards each other. So someone who's from India will probably gravitate towards the Indian person. The other person people from their various places will generally gravitate towards each other, at least at first, until you guys begin to interact from time to time and begin to grow and build these friendships. But generally, I haven't experienced racism, like outrightly. I haven't, but I know a lot of people have, and there's the general opinion or the general perception that Germans are racist. I think that's like the old perception. I don't know, it's just my opinion, But I believe that right now it's not that crazy. It's not, at least in my own opinion. I haven't experienced it, so I can only speak for myself. Okay, so next, because I've met really lovely Germans, like very lovely Germans in my office, lovely Germans in school, lovely Germans in on the road. I've not had any reason to feel like I've been profiled racially, and also, yeah, that's that. Okay, so the next thing is, can you show us what, okay, can you show us what your life is like in Germany? I'd like to watch some vlogs from you. I need to start doing vlogs, really, but this thing is that my life is very boring. I live such a very boring life. I hope that I'll be able to start making vlogs. I understand that vlogs are more interesting to watch, see what goes on in a person's daily life and all. It's quite interesting. But I'll see how to start to make some vlogs. Bear with me, by this YouTube journey. It's not easy. It's not easy. My life is very boring, but I'll see how I can at least try and make it a bit interesting and attempt. I'm really scared of doing vlogs, I have to be very honest, but I'll have to try to do that. Thank you for asking. Hey, see me, they're asking me for videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so this next question is, what is the dating scene like in Germany? Because I would like to marry a German lady. See people. Okay, so I can't speak to the dating scene in Germany because I didn't date in Germany. I follow man come this country. I came. I was already engaged before I came here, so I haven't dated in Germany. However, I know that because of the culture, because of the way of life of people here, it is a lot difficult to just walk up to someone and just strike up a conversation with the intention to start a date, except if something happens. Of course, maybe you guys meet up in maybe a classroom or in a bar or something. That's possible. But I realized that in the dating scene, there are a lot of dating apps. So people use dating apps heavily here in Germany to meet people. At least this is my own outside perspective from the outside of the scene, Yeah, you say you like to marry a German lady, my brother. You will meet the German lady first, and then you ask her if she's agreed to marry you. Fine. So I made a video previously. It's an old video now, but I made a video on dating in Germany, and coincidentally, I interviewed a Nigerian guy who at the time was dating a German girl. He's still dating a German girl. Is it? But yes. Anyway, so he gave some insights on dating German ladies, especially as regards to the myths that we have about dating German ladies. So I think it'll be good. You can watch the video. Maybe that will be a lot more helpful. I don't have enough information on dating. On dating, I know. Okay. This one said, send me dollars. My dear, me too. I'm looking for who will send me money like this. I'm looking for who will send me money. I'm not even specific. So anyone you send me, I'll collect euros, pounds, naira, anything that you send to me like this now. I'll collect it. We're all looking for this money. It's okay. So the next one is what is working and schooling like? Wait, let me start afresh. What is working and schooling like? Because I see that you are working and schooling. So how do you manage that? Okay, so I'm currently not schooling because I'm done with school now. So I'm just working, and yes, I'm doing other side, like YouTube. I know. But while I was schooling, yes, I was working as well. I did my internship, so I was working. Then I started, after internship, I started doing working student. So yeah, it's just um, it's just like every other thing, yeah. So you have spare time from studies because, of course, you're not studying 247. In my own case, the times when I was working, schoolwork was really really minimal because, of course, internship period, you're not like schooling during that time. I think I had maybe like two courses during my internship period. Then while I was a working student, I was doing my thesis, so I just had only thesis. However, there are some people who, while they are having their proper full coursework, they still have they are still working um, other jobs alongside. So the main idea is that you have just a couple of hours to spare for work. So that's 20 hours as a student, 20 hours per week as against the full time of 40 hours per week. So of course, this is going to be spread evenly across the week, or depending on how your particular job permits. You might not even work up to those 20 hours, of course, depending on the kind of job that you have. So by the time you have gone to work and you are back, you already begin to plan what you're doing next, what you need to get done, what are the deliverables you need to have for that week in terms of your school work. At least this is my own that was my own style. What are the things I need to get done this week? Then once I'm back from work, I get to start working on those things little by little by little by little by little. For me, the biggest secret is to start everything on time. So if you have a paper to write, start on time. You might have maybe 3 weeks or 1 month or 2 months, depending on the field that you're in and depending on how these papers are being structured in your own school and in your department. Don't wait until it is 1 week to to the submission where you start working on it. Start on time. The moment you get it, start on time. It allows you to pace yourself, to be able to say maybe every day I'm putting in 1 hour to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things on this project, so that when it is towards the time for submission, you're not in a hurry. You're not under pressure and all. Because if you say, "Oh, I'm really busy, I'm working and I'm tired and everything," and maybe towards when it's like 1 week to the submission, I'm going to start working on this project, you just might be overwhelmed, and well, especially depending on what it is that you're working on anyway. If you have to constantly meet your professors, of course, you cannot even run away from working on it. For example, in my own department, you have to constantly meet for consultations with your professors for them to go through all the design works that you're working on and all of that. So for me, I was constantly committing a couple of hours every day to school work and not leaving things to drag for too long. So I'm not shocked, when it is almost time to submit. That's about it, really. It's not like so much of a big deal. It's doable, my dear. You'll be fine if that's what you are intending to do, or if that's what's causing you to worry. You are going to be all right. Once you start, you get into the rhythm of things, really. Okay, so the person said, should I consider a PhD? I'll be just focused on jobs in Europe and Germany in particular. Okay, so, well, it depends on what your intentions are, what your plans and targets and goals are, I think, in my own opinion, yeah. I would say that while it is great to apply for jobs, yes, keep applying for jobs and apply for the PhD as well. Whichever one works first, you take it, you get. If you are applying for jobs and applying for the PhD program as well, if the job shows up first, you take the job and you come. If it is the PhD program that shows up first, you take it and you come. Whichever way you have moved and whichever one you're making money, you are earning some income, especially if it's a paid PhD. I don't think there's any PhD. Do they run PhD programs that are not paid? I don't know. I doubt it. But yeah, whichever one you get first, you take it. If both comes together, then you have options. You can decide, do you want to take this or the other, or can you handle both together? I think that's the best thing to, or that's the best way to go about that. Okay, that's all the questions that we have. They're not plenty. I think they're like 10, 11 questions. They're not so much, but don't worry. Soon, very soon, I'll get to the level where I'll get plenty of questions. I'll not be picking them randomly. I say, okay, I don't answer this one today, I'll answer this one today. Small, small, level by level. Okay, guys, that's the end of the question and answer section. And I'll see you next time in my next video. If you haven't subscribed, guys, please, please, please go ahead and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you love it. I'll really appreciate it, and it will help the algorithm. Yes, that's the correct word. Algorithm, not algorithm. I need to stop that. Okay, guys, see you next week. Bye.